Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing an Irelia game, and Irelia is going top lane against, I believe, Talon. Yes, it is going to be Talon. Yeah, I have no idea how this game is going to turn out. Both teams have a jungler at least, so that kind of indicates that they are somewhat higher level than we normally see. Yeah, Nocturne versus Trundle there. Then bottom lane is going to be Oriana and Caitlyn versus Lux and Teemo. That is going to be interesting because both of them don't have a healing support. Both of them are kind of trying to kill the other guys instead of farming up. Anyway, Malzahar versus... Who's left? Ziggs. Yeah, that should be Malzahar. Although I'm not sure. Ziggs is pretty strong. His minefield is pretty good at zoning people. But Malzahar is just a one-shot deal. Yeah, as long as Malzahar can keep up the magic penetration and Ziggs doesn't go too much magic resist, that should be for Malzahar. Obviously Malzahar's harass is pretty good and his farming is amazing. But we are going to watch this top lane. Let me unlock the camera because this screen moving all the time is not very fun to watch. So Irelia starting with her Q. The Q is really good for farming as well. It is instant damage, just like your basic attack, so it has about the same kind of animation, I think a little shorter even. It lets you dash to a target, and if the target dies you get some of the mana back. And you get the cooldown back. Or most of the cooldown, I don't exactly know how that works. Oh yeah, it refreshes and it refunds half the, or over half the mana even. 35 out of 60. So you should be able to farm with that pretty easily while staying back. So all in all in this lane, to be honest I don't really know, but with cloth armor I would say that Irelia should win this lane. But yeah, Talon can farm pretty easily with his rake. And yeah, that's that one. And he can also harass with it pretty well. Obviously he is an assassin, so once Irelia gets low he can take her out pretty easily. But as long as she keeps healing up and keeps just harassing him, then it is going to be pretty hard for him. Obviously with the help of a jungler anyone can take out any other champion. And yeah, so I think this lane will be more about the ganks than anything else, and as we speak about that, there's the first gank coming in. So Irelia is going to escape here, and wow, actually gets first blood because people are being stupid here. And unfortunately couldn't get a hit on that one. But that was just, yeah, who the hell tower dives like that at level 4? Anyhow, nice easy first blood, and yeah, didn't really have to do anything. Still has 2 health potions left, and yeah, is going to heal up pretty nicely here. Yeah, with the teleport coming in, probably shouldn't stay there. Yeah, because then you're going to take a lot of free damage. Anyhow, yeah, I'm not sure how to play top lane yet. I am learning it. Top lane is more of a harass until you can kill someone. And then once you can actually kill them, you don't actually have to kill them, you have to zone them out. And it's completely different from bottom lane. In the bottom lane it is different because there are 2 guys there, only one of which is interested in last hitting. And the other guy is just there to make sure that he can do that. And here in top lane, yeah, that is completely different because people are just alone you get ganked every now and then, but in general you're alone. And yeah, it is harder to get the last hits when you're low, because there's no way that you can stay in, or well, that you can get the minions without getting harassed more or even killed. So just like we see here, Irelia are pretty low, and she has to go back because Talon can easily kill her now. Talon already has a longsword and boots, which makes it possible for him to zone her out. And she's going to teleport back, which in my opinion shouldn't be done, but yeah, it depends on what your strategy is. If you're going to be top lane all game, then you might as well use your teleport for that. If your team is planning to get a dragon soon, then yeah, you shouldn't use it. No, get him, get him, get him. No, not going to be able to catch up. And yeah, I should have realized that. I mean, I don't play Irelia, so I don't really know what she's capable of. But yeah, she should have taken the minions instead of the going after Talon. So the Irelia has a very short cooldown on her ultimate, which makes it very useful to keep doing damage and to keep healing up, because it heals you up for quite a bit, especially if you have hit champions or a lot of minions with it. And it is definitely a good tool to stay in lane longer, or to win a fight which you should would otherwise lose because of the lifesteal. Anyway, yeah, there you can see Talon almost taking out the minions with just one rake. And if she can now keep him away from the minions, which she is pretty easily doing here, if she can keep him away from the minions, then yeah, these minions will be lost to him. But yeah, she cannot or she doesn't do that. She could probably have done that because she's full health. She doesn't have mana anymore. That's kind of hard to cope with. And yeah, therefore Talon can walk up to the minions now and get the last hits. But yeah, that's what it's really about top lane. It's about denying the farm to the opponent, making sure that he has to get out of the lane while farming yourself. It's not so much about killing. Obviously, when you can get a kill, that is really awesome. But the farm is much more important, because top laners generally don't get into the fight until very late in the game. That's why top lane fights are, or top lane games normally are not very interesting to watch. I think they're still pretty good if the players are equally matched. But it's more subtle than in mid lane or bottom lane, because especially in mid lane you're just going for the kill. If you can get more kills than your opponent, that is awesome, but you cannot really deny your opponent's farm, because mid laners all farm with their skills, and it is really hard to do that, to deny that. And bottom lane, yeah, you can deny because you have a 2 versus 2 lane, and Irelia getting a slow off, but nothing more. And yeah, Talon is easily going to get out of that. Wisely not chasing him here. She probably couldn't have taken him anyway. But on the other hand, she might have been able to do a lot of damage on him when he comes out of stealth. Don't think she's high enough level to tower dive yet. You really don't want to lose that to a tower dive. In this case, yeah, pushing the lane a little, shouldn't do that. Should just wait until the minions die, especially with the cannon minion, which she didn't even last hit. The cannon minion on the enemy team is going to do a lot of damage to your minions, so to the blue minions in this case, taking out a lot of them and denying experience to the enemy. And in this case, yeah, because Talon is already back, he's going to pick up virtually all of the experience and all of the gold. Because one rake and this whole wave is gone. There you go. And although he is now only at 40% health, he still got all of the experience, and he can heal up again. He has 3 health potions. And yeah, all he has to do at this point is just use the rake to get the minions, and Irelia needs to be more aggressive to try to deny him that chance. So to try to deny him last hitting. And here it finally happens. No, no, no. Just let the lane push. Oh no, that's such a shame. She should have ran back up until here, where her minions would meet the enemy minions, and that way she would have much more lane control. She can push out the Talon quite easily, as you can see, and she needs to keep doing that. She needs to keep on him and make sure that he cannot do exactly that, the AoE damage. And is this going to be a kill? No, she's out of mana. So anyway, the lane is going to push now a little bit. And there you go. Getting the last hit on the cannon minion this time. And it's going to take quite a bit of damage. Oh, the ultimate failed there on Talon's part. And yeah, now because she's out of mana, Talon can actually push her around, because Talon has been using the mana to farm up minions and damage her at the same time. Well, what you should try to do is you should try to push him so far out that he has to use his mana on you, so to damage you. He cannot get experience from the minions, or at least gold from the minions. And just in case you cannot do that, you should try to well, so if he isn't going for you, you should try to make sure that he cannot damage the minions while taking no damage. You should always harass him when he comes in to do something. And especially with the stun that she has, she can control when he can actually use his skills. Well, a little bit. I mean, for I don't know which one is the stun. Yeah, this one. For 1.5 seconds. So that is a very long stun, actually, for a normal skill. So I see Caitlyn coming in here. That is interesting. And Caitlyn is joined by forgot his name. Come on. Anyway, the jungler is there as well. And yeah, the Irelia didn't really get damaged by that at all, so 4 people wasting experience, and his team, or her team, Irelia's team, should have gone for dragon here. This should have been an easy dragon, and come on Q, there we go. Ultimate, leveling, yeah, there we go, getting, oh yeah, could get a stun off, but this was a much better solution. And eventually does get out. Yes. Oh, no actual problem there. Yeah, nice of the Malzahar to come in and help here. Because, yeah, well, he noticed obviously that there was something wrong when his mid laner left. And I'm going to look up the name now. Ziggs. Yeah, so Ziggs has did leave the lane at some point, and Malzahar didn't go after him right away, but did manage to do the damage eventually. And yeah, there's still one trap here, but they did a pretty good trade there, I think. It was something like 2 for 0. I don't really know. Irelia got a kill at least, and I'm not sure if any of the enemies got a kill there. But still they're behind 4 to 6. So we will see if that will actually result in something. So if this fight actually, yeah, as I said, they should have taken out Dragon, because if there are 4 guys top, there's no way they can defend Dragon. And even if you lose a kill up top, then you're going to have Dragon, which is worth way more. And the ultimate from oh, come on. from Talon, actually saving him again. There's, yeah, 2 traps. So 2 traps in the lane, one of them just timed out or got replaced by one in the bottom lane. And Irelia is now going to do a lot of damage to the turret, but should in fact just take out these minions. Because the turret is going to, well, is going to stay up, so she's not going to take it out right now. And she is going to get out. Unfortunately, the ward timed out exactly at the moment she was pushing, so really risky to do that. And yeah, for now seems all is okay. Yeah, obviously the enemy team shouldn't have pushed this. It was way too risky for Irelia to stay in that part of the lane, so in the enemy part of the lane, which gave Talon the ability to stay in and to get back in the farm, because I'm pretty sure he's behind. It's 105 to 78, so yeah, he is 30 farm behind. And missing a minion here. Is going to pick up this last one. By now the skills are 5, 1, 4 and 2. People always want to know that. Or always, yeah, I generally get some questions about whether I can keep up with that, and I guess it's pretty obvious when she took which, because, well, she took this one every time, this one whenever it was up, except for once when she took this one. And you can actually see that when the skill activates. So obviously the ultimates at 6 and 11 there. And yeah, 3 guys top again. 2 guys coming in to steal more farm even from Talon, which is not good. They should, if they want to get some extra experience and such, they should just go for the jungle. But you never want to steal from the guy that's already behind. And Irelia coming in here with the ultimate and is going to attempt to kill the Trundle. And Trundle is indeed going to die. Unfortunately, so is Malzahar, but Malzahar then gets, they get a revenge kill. And eventually they lose 2 for 2. And only oh, I forgot his name again. Ziggs getting out of that. But yeah, since the turret is down, he could now he will now die. And oh, that was a mistake. This Nocturne should have queued. There was an extra 70% gold there, and especially because he just got a kill, so he was worth 300 gold at least. Yeah, the extra gold would be really nice to have for the team, because they're still behind. It's 7 to 10, and getting unassisted kill really doesn't help you out. So Nocturne getting killed there, and fortunately the Irelia does pick up the revenge kill, but that was definitely not good. They really want to come back by sniping off enemies and getting dragons, but dragon is still up. There is nobody interested in getting it apparently, because all the fighting is going up in top lane. And yeah, just help out the guy. Doesn't help with the blue, and that means that Malzahar is going to spend quite a lot of time on that. And meanwhile, the top lane turret is being pushed quite a bit, and with only Teemo there to defend, yeah, they could do quite a lot of damage to it. So eventually Malzahar did get the blue, and he's going to join the fight in top lane. He does have his ultimate up, and should really try to go after the enemies. So I should have come in through this route, sniped at least one of the enemies. And they are now going to... Yeah, this is a nice... This was a nice engage. Fortunately, now they are more than the opponents, but yeah, Irelia really in front of everyone else, and Irelia can take that. Ooh, missing the ultimate there on Lux, and Lux not exploding her singularity in time. Irelia in some trouble here, but Talon also in some trouble, so I guess that's about equal. Oh, doesn't catch him, wow. And Teemo might actually get out of this as well. No, Teemo actually dies. But Irelia had just escaped where she had no business escaping. She should have died there. But yeah, she got lucky and got away with a 4-1 score. Teemo unfortunately not that lucky, and Teemo is now 2-5. So the jungler, come on, Trundle should have definitely gone for Irelia, basically, because Irelia is worth a lot more than Teemo. Teemo is probably worth about 100 gold, 150 gold maybe, where Irelia is worth at least 300. This is kind of funny, by the way. Game announcement on killed unit on killing spree set 1. That means that someone got killed on a killing spree, but they renamed the well, the piece of software that actually announces that in the chat. And so this is a bug. It's like the same as you have here. Now it says ping in microseconds, but in the new the updated version, it will actually give an error there. So you can check that, because well, everyone has the same error. At least I haven't heard anyone who didn't have the error. So it says something like ping counter or something like that. Obviously, because this is the replay system, it doesn't work exactly as the yeah, well, the actual game, because this is a recording. But it is kind of fun that you see these errors every now and then. Oh, a very nice ultimate, not even triggering the minefield there. Irelia did trigger the minefield, but really doesn't care, because well, she is pretty much immune to every slow and stun and everything because of her innate ability. So as soon as there are champions around her and she has Mercury Strats or any other tenacity item, she is pretty much immune to all of this. In a team fight like this, so with 3 or more enemies around, she gets something like 90% reduction of all of the crowd control effects, so stuns, snares, slows. And are they going to pick up some kills? Because they lost 2, I think. And a flash going off from... Yeah, she still has a 90 caliber net, so she really isn't going to die, but Talon might die. Oh, a nice ultimate from Lux. Nobody would have picked up that kill. And then, yeah, Teemo running into his death. And no mana anymore for Irelia, so yeah, dodging part of the Ziggs ultimate there. No, and that slow should have stayed there, so the singularity should have stayed up. I don't think that Irelia would have gotten out of that then, but at least she would have gotten a chance. Singularity should only be used for damage at the last possible moment, so when everyone ran out of it. And in this case, yeah, people just ran into the slow when she triggered it. Anyhow, second death. It's not too big of a deal. At least someone picked up dragon here. I don't know who. I wasn't paying attention to that. I was paying attention to Irelia. And if you really want to know, just go watch the video. Or just keep an eye on the minimap yourself. Because, yeah, well, if I'm playing, then I'll keep watch on whatever happens. But, yeah, I'm not playing. So I'm not really bothered by that. Yeah, it's a one-on-one fight here, and she gets red buff, which is all she wanted really. And yeah, she should really just attack now, because the attack actually slows the enemy, and that is good. Oh, not staying in to join in, but yeah, eventually does get the kill. Only Melzahar getting ulted there by oh come on, what's her name? I forgot. The Clockwork Girl. Oh come on, Oriana, I know that. Oh, that was a very nice ultimate from Ziggs. Getting 2 kills. And yeah, Irelia, of course, building very tanky. She should build very tanky, because most of her damage comes from the true damage. And the true damage is really, yeah, it doesn't scale with anything, so might as well build something else. I don't know which this one is the true damage. 30 true damage for 6 seconds, and it also gives you back health, so it is a very good skill to have. But yeah, the true damage, she skilled that up last, and yeah, she is now at level 2 only. But yeah, the true damage is only useful once you get the to the late game, because then everyone will have high resistances, so high armor, high magic resist, and then it is important to get the true damage. Not sure if it's the best build, but it is when the true damage is more or way more important than the rest of the damage. So even without any real damage items, she's at 130 attack damage here. Apparently 103 attack damage at level 15, just from the character. And yeah, Melzahar keeps ulting without putting down his null zone. And yeah, with 2 allies there, it's not too much of a problem. But he's done that every time, so I wonder if he actually has Smartcast on. Because you need to have Smartcast on as Melzahar. Because without it, there is no way you're going to get that combo off quick enough. Especially if you want to flash in range. Because then you have to flash null zone and ultimates at virtually the same moment, because the enemy shouldn't be able to react to that. So you have to do it within, I would say, 0.2 seconds, which is the average reaction time of someone, or of anyone. And yeah, otherwise they get the chance to flash out of the null zone, and then your ultimate really isn't going to do a whole lot. Plus, your ultimate is probably not going to range that extra flash distance anyway. And having the I want to see Malefic Visions, but that's probably not the name. The ball that kills the minions normally. It's kind of a blackish smoke ball. If you have that one on, yeah, that one really doesn't do that much damage, so it is not very useful to ult when you use that. So Irelia getting out at very low health, and 2 guys chasing her, and one of them is going to die. So, yeah. So eventually they get 3 for 2 trade, I think, 4 for 2. And only this Nocturne is going to get killed here. Oh my god, no! Wow, that was so lucky. He could have definitely killed that. Yeah, so I don't know where Oriana is, if she died or not. But it doesn't matter. Yeah, teleport not being used here, surprisingly. So she actually just ran up and killed the guy. The dragon is up once again, and Oriana probably died because here she is at full health, full mana. She could have also ran out at low health and just healed back up, but most people won't do that. Most people will actually stay in the fight, try to use the range skills to do some extra damage, and will only go back when they die, which in general is a good thing, but it's not always a good thing. So the enemy is going for dragon here, it seems. Oh no, they're going to just check, and now they're going for dragon. Come on guys, stop them. You have all kinds of wards out, and nobody's going to come. Oh my god! Nocturne had his ultimate up, so he could have just went in there and smite stole dragon. Anyhow, yeah, whatever. It's not really useful to put up wards if you're not going to contest the dragon then. Oh, two guys in the traps, which means that the enemy knows exactly how many there are. And oh, a nice ultimate from Lux, also a nice ultimate from Irelia, doing a lot of damage with both of them, and eventually picking off most of the enemy team. 3 guys, which is excellent. So this Talon really isn't safe here. And yeah, especially against Irelia, who can just tower dive you like crazy. Yeah, she should really get out of there now, but if the team was paying better attention, they could have definitely gotten that. And Lux now here with her ultimate. If only she would have been there a little bit earlier. Yeah, for some reason not using the ultimate there to just harass this troll out of the lane. Almost hitting the snare. With the light binding, that would have been a kill. And Irelia needs to get out of there. Everyone needs to get out of there. Stun going off on Talon here, and Talon actually almost getting killed. Once again, no null zone there. I mean, the null zone here doesn't do anything. Null zone needs to be used in combination with the ultimate, because otherwise you're not going to get the kills. And that's exactly what's happening all the time. So, yeah, 2 guys dying with the killing spree there. And I don't know who those were. I would have to say Lux and Irelia, because Nocturne only has 1 kill. He's 1 and 8, which explains why he didn't use his ultimate to steal the dragon, because he doesn't have a lot of experience. Otherwise, you're not going to go 1 and 8 with Nocturne. There's really nothing funnier in this game than hearing the darkness and then seeing an enemy has been slain. And then, well, just a Nocturne getting killed after using his ultimate. So anyhow, Irelia teleporting all the way up here should really just go for the inhibitor, but yeah, well, wisely just farming up. I mean, farming up is there's nothing wrong with that, but yeah, this gives the enemy the chance to actually come back and prevent you from killing their inhibitor. This is probably not the smartest idea. So enemy did do Baron, as you might have noticed. Didn't really pay attention to that, but yeah, obviously they had the chance to do that, and oh, she should have just ulted here. Oh well, she's going to get out, no problem. And is going to get a kill here, I'm assuming. No, 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 enemy too strong. Yeah, unfortunately Lux not that lucky, couldn't get the snare off, I'm assuming. And Irelia, oh, she gets caught there. Yeah, should have. Yeah, well, she didn't have a chance to go anywhere else. She could have escaped right away when she came in, but instead decided to go for an attempted kill on, I think it was Caitlyn. But then Caitlyn got out, so nothing happened. And now you have a whole enemy team here. With Baron buff and with almost full HP. So that is going to be a hard to fight situation. And yeah, this may very well be the game, because with Baron buff, with only one guy up, two, okay, Lux and Meltar are both up. Yeah, they're not going to be able to defend this very well. But the enemy team is going to back off, not going to press their luck any further. But yeah, the enemy does do a good job of utilizing Baron to do some nice things. Got a turret and an inhibitor and a couple of kills out of that. I think 3 kills in all. So 6 kills behind now. Dragons, yeah, at least that's at very least they're equal. But they may also be 2 dragons behind, because I don't know who took the first dragon. And now they're kind of, well, forced to hold off the lanes against the super minions. Or the lane. And the other lanes are also going to push. As you might have seen, the lane was pushed up to the second turret. And now it's already at their first turret. So the pushing power of minions once an inhibitor is down, so in the other lanes, is pretty big. So the other lane also pushing this way. Makes it easier to farm for the defending team. But generally that is not a big advantage. The biggest advantage of that is that it pushes lanes for the team who took out the inhibitor. So it's another way to kind of amplify the victorious team. The team that is actually doing well. And Trundle is dead here. Yeah, they're not focusing anyone, but therefore, yeah, they get killed. They could have easily taken out one of them right away. Caitlyn was of course the best choice, but since Trundle came out of the bush first and hit the mushroom, that would have been the normal target. But Trundle is pretty tanky, and yeah, they should have gone for Caitlyn or Ziggs. So unfortunately, although playing a very good game top lane, Irelia is not going to win this game. And that is kinda sad. But yeah, that's the way solo queue works. With solo queue you can get 1 and 9 Nocturnes, who actually did farm pretty well. Teemo didn't really do a good job. Well, but Lux took about half of that farm. Malzahar also on 127, which is not very good for a game that's this long. But anyway, it's all good. I like the Irelia play at least. Well, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. GG. That is not the right... Hang on. There we go. See you next time.